We have some Tetris going for you guys. And again, you guys are going to be able to see the top 8 bracket here. You can see, like I said, Joseph and Dog are on the same side here. So these guys can't even face each other in grand finals. But we could get a brothers versus brother grand finals. That is potential to happen right there. That is
with Dog and Pixel Andy on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get ready for this match. And we're going to have Dog playing Tetris versus Cheez Fish as our first match.
Hello, I'm Dog playing Tetris, and I'm in top 8 with CTWC.
So Dog playing Tetris takes it by 400 points in a double 1.1 million game.
I think August or July of 2019 is whenever I started playing. This 2018 finals with Jonas versus Joseph came up my recommended. I mean, I watched it, and then after that, I got into Tetris Friends, and then that got shut down. So I started playing NES Tetris, and that's sort of how I got into NES Tetris. The achievement that I'm most proud of, definitely my 1.386, because it's the second highest score, and it's sort of cool to see myself, on the leaderboards in second place.
Dog setting up for a Tetris here, getting the Tetris, set up for the Tetris into 1.1 on kill screen.
Something that you can do to try to get better at Tetris in general. Watch the Masters event, see other players stacking, see how they, got to the level that they are. I generally want my 9th column to be lower than my 8th column because that honestly makes it a lot easier to burn. I'm fine with whatever result to get at this point. Top 8 was my goal. But winning the tournament would mean a lot to me.
Maybe get to see some post 29 play. Wow. Holy cow, that line spin.
Pixel Andy is my brother. We definitely play matches together. Playing, Tetris with Andy is definitely going to help my consistency. It's definitely an easier way to play than having to coordinate with someone else, around the world. If I face my brother in the finals, that would definitely be an interesting match. That's why what I want to happen in the finals. Obviously we both have tough brackets, but if we get through, that'd definitely be a really interesting match.
I'm Cheez, and I'm in the top 8 for CTWC 2020.
Oh, that's gonna do it right there, and Cheez is going to advance into the top 8.
I've been playing NES Tetris for about 2.5 years. I first heard about the CTWC after going down a YouTube rabbit hole and watching the 2016 finals. The achievement in NES Tetris that I'm most proud of is getting 82 lines on level 29. I wasn't tapping very well, so I had to make really good placements in order to get it.
Hyper tapping! Let's go! 259 lines, max out for Cheez.
To prepare for the top 8, I've been playing against other top 8 players to get more consistent, and I've also been using Green Tea's program V-Player. I use my grip because of my camera setup. I normally hold my controller the same but lower. Before the tournament started, I was only hoping to get my entry fee back, so I guess the top 16.
And the Asian is gonna get swept by Cheez!
Wow. Oh yes, that achievement. That was sweet.
I feel like a lot of people in my bracket just topped out early, so I was very confused at the time. Winning the tournament would be very shocking. I don't know how I would feel at the time, because I would have to go through the best of the best.
It's a testament to how good the player is to get that level of skill in such a short amount of time. And the fact that we have better information resources than we did 10 years ago has really helped this younger generation get acclimated to the game. So it's not just the skill of the players. I also think that there is a community effort that's enabled this to be possible. And players that Jonas and Harry in particular that blaze that trail of showing their streams and showing best practices and techniques has really helped usher in this new age. So let's not forget about that part of it.
Yeah, I definitely also want to give a little shout outs to, of course, Alex Kerr, aka Kataru, because every time I try to look up anything on Tetris technically, it's always written by him. So he's definitely done a lot of that work there. But as you can see, the players are here on the screen right now. They're ready to go. Dog versus Cheez going up against each other. Shout outs once again to Mr. Trey Harrison for the awesome UI interface that we have here on stream.
2, 1, Tetris.
There we go. And we are going to get started. And right now we aren't seeing Cheez's screen, but we'll get that fixed for you guys in just a second. No worries, no worries. And here we go. We'll see what kind of a ruling that we have here right now, because it looks like Cheez hasn't. Oh, there he goes. There he started now. Okay, we see it going.
Yeah, first I thought he had adjusted his grip to a new style, but it looks like he's going to go with what he did in the bracket matches.
Yeah, he was talking about this a little bit in the interview, but I kind of remember during the qualifying matches, I was told that he had to develop this grip because we have to be able to see your hands from the camera view. And so he had to develop this grip just to be able to play hyper tapping and keep the controller on the camera at the same time.
Yeah, but what it comes down to is what you're comfortable with, and if you're able to adapt to that, that's just more power to him.
It's so crazy. I mean, so much of this. I mean, some people were playing upside down, so that left was right and right was left and stuff. So the things that
controllers were being held upside down. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Nice little T-spin right there for Dog. Okay. And you can see right here all the stats on the screen. The TRT that you see at the bottom on Dog's screen right there, that's the Tetris rate. So basically, if they're at around 60%, that means that they are on max out pace. For Cheez, you can see the red, it's flashing red, and that basically means that is the drought of how long they have not gotten an eyepiece. Obviously, the crucial piece for getting Tetrises and scoring high.
And the big difference between this match that you're seeing now and our bracket matches is that they're using same piece sets. So that's key. If a drought hits one player, it's going to hit the other. So there's no question whether or not victory was the pieces or the skill of the player. So they both have to deal with navigating those droughts.
Right now, Dog and Cheez basically neck and neck. You can see Cheez behind by a few lines over here, but you can see the score differential is basically non-existent right now.
Yeah, 193 for Cheez and 202 for Dog. They are just right in line with each other.
Yeah, one thing I do also want to mention as well, I mean, now you can, of course, pick up Tetris Connected, Tetris Effect, I should say, on the Xbox or on PC. And you can try this out yourself. But if you are a big fan of Tetris and you're watching this and you're like, I can do this, it's not as easy as it looks, trust me, because of the fact that this is classic NES Tetris and the rules are vastly different than what you're used to, the way that the pieces stick and everything like that. This is definitely high-level difficulty Tetris.
Yeah, Cheez is playing up high. He's going to have to get some good pieces to dig out of that.
Okay, well, that's going to help a little bit. He needs an L. Now he needs a J. Of course, now the L shows up. But he is busy digging out. And the problem with this, obviously, is that he is not going... even if he can dig out of this, which is going to be very difficult at this point, but even if he manages to dig out of this, he's spending so much time digging that he's not getting any points out of this.
But what a dig. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. And
that's
boom!
Amazing.
Tetris for Cheez. And now you can see right now that Dog is ahead by 80,000 points. Which
now
is
100,000 points.
Wow, okay. So that's about...
Cheez fired back a little bit.
Yeah. So... one of the other things that, I want to mention is that if you're used to modern Tetris... Cheez is not getting good RNG right now at all.
Is just getting... both players getting just that burst of S's and having to deal with that. Cheez opting to build a spire in the middle, which is always a little bit dangerous, but he's probably going to be able to clear that off. But Dog was in much better position. The point differential hasn't changed. Cheez is still behind by about 80,000 points, 338,000 to Dog's 419,000.
Yeah, to be honest, with all the burning that he's had to do, to only be down by 120,000 right now, I think is actually a testament just to how well he was playing even while burning. But again, one of the things I want to mention to people is that, if you're used to modern Tetris, you're going to want to get back-to-backs. You're not going to want to burn any pieces and such like that. But that's not a factor here on NES Tetris. There is no reward for back-to-back. So you just want to get as many Tetrises as possible. So if you have to burn, that's okay. That's not a problem. But look at this drought for Cheez. Okay, there he goes. Boom. Tetris for Cheez.
And now Dog having to do some burning. So this is Cheez's chance to catch up. He's in his playfield. Boom, Tetris for Cheez. And Dog having to do some awkward stacking. He's dumping pieces to the left. He's going to have to dig those out. And yes, Cheez is now catching up. Now down 46,000 points. Dog with a very awkward transition, and he gives up the kill. Really just knew that was a bad transition and didn't knew that he wasn't going to be able to play out the rest. So now it's Cheez's chase down game. Boom, Tetris for Cheez. Down only 10,000 points now. That's all he needs.
He can just go for singles and such right now. He doesn't
just need 485,000.
And this is
485,000.
What did we say about him early on? Was this kind of never say die play style here, and we're kind of seeing a little bit of that right away here. And this is going to be interesting. One of the things that's going to come into play here, which I think is going to be a big factor as we see Cheez take it over Dog. But one of the factors is obviously 13 years old. He's very good at Tetris and everything, but this pressure environment here, this is something that this is the championships here. They've played in a lot of tournaments and they've won a lot of tournaments, but this is Classic Tetris World Championships. This is the one that when you win, you are cemented here forever.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tetris. Here we go. Game number 2. One
Cheez
game
up by 1.
Yeah. All right. Once again, just going to be starting pretty clean here. As I had mentioned earlier, the TRT there shows you their Tetris rate, and if they can keep it at about 60%, they are on max out pace. So we've got an interesting tuck situation here that Dog has created himself. There we go.
Yeah, Dog knew what he was waiting for there. And Dog likes to build up high on the left, so you'll be seeing that a lot.
Yeah, of course you want to build up on the left. The pieces tend towards the right, and so having your Tetris well on the right is the optimal position for that. And here we go, boom, Tetris for Dog. And you can see 88% Tetris rate and 94% Tetris rate for Cheez right now. Of course, it's still early, and they're basically neck and neck at this point.
All right, neck and neck.
Yeah, I know. Trying to see if there's going to be a neck and neck.
Look at that. Okay, Dog with a last-second adjustment, getting the high, dirty Tetris way up on the playfield. Nice job.
And look at this. Cheez is maintaining a 92% Tetris rate right now. He needs a J piece, though, and he's not going to get it, so it's time to do some cleanup here. He really tried to hold out for that J piece, never showed up. So he's going to have to do some cleaning, but that's going to be perfect for that. And there we go. The well is ready. He's ready to get a Tetris, and boom, Tetris for
Cheez. And boom, Tetris or Dog into the lead, up by a Tetris. So it's a close game, but since these are same piece sets, you really have to maximize your efficiency and use every long bar for Tetris if you can.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it different.
And also, there's right now we see the situation where Dog is playing faster. You see he's got 46 lines. Actually, okay, they're about the same now. But, if one player gets ahead of the other, it kind of gives the second player a little bit of a preview in terms of like potential droughts and such. And so there's a little bit of extra strategy in that department.
Yeah, Dog is up by 1 Tetris still. So now they're neck and neck. So it's a very close game here. And yeah, they both have pretty high Tetris percentage rates, as expected.
Yeah, and very clean stacks right now. Although, okay, finally Cheez's Tetris ready. And here comes the droughts. They're both, they're both in the middle of this drought. So this is happening to both players right now. Neither of them have okay, finally Cheez is starting to burn. I mean, Dog's starting to burn. And the long piece came up. But he didn't get one Tetris from it. But Cheez looks like he's going to do it. Look at that. They're both at 71%, 73%. They are basically exactly the same score right now. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just a matter of a single, pretty much, separating the two. And yeah, they're both playing very optimally. So yeah, we could see a very this game going deep with them neck and neck.
Yeah, and I see some people asking in the chat, yes, in fact, they are getting the same pieces. You mentioned that a little bit earlier, Chris. No RNG factor at this point in time. So again, that is going to be a key aspect of this particular phase of the tournament. They are getting the exact same pieces. So nobody can be sitting here saying that the pieces favored one player over the other.
Yeah, it's a matter of just how they use them and maximizing the efficiency and making sure that their well can accommodate for a Tetris when that long bar comes.
Yeah, it's all about probabilities is how you play this. You just count on, you know, hoping that certain pieces show up at certain times. Oh, that was beautifully done by Cheez to get the boom Tetris. And he's at 76% and Dog is at 75%.
Neck and neck.
This is
That's
ridiculous.
what we came here to see.
Oh, man.
And we're just about to get to 100 lines, so transition's coming, and the reason why that'll be important is because, you know, level 19 transition is what did Dog in last round, so let's see if he makes some adjustments and has a nice clean play field for when he hits level 19 speed this time.
Right. Just so people understand too, you know, the transition is when they reach level 19, the speed will ramp up and then the speed stays the same all the way to level 29, which was, now I have to call the quote kill screen, because it used to be the kill screen where most people couldn't survive past that, but that has definitely changed.
And yeah, they are still neck and neck, just like not even a Tetris difference. They've been having the same score pretty much for the entirety of level 18. And I don't think I've ever seen that before. This is the most neck and neck game I have ever seen.
Yeah, and I like that from the chat over there, the thrill screen now instead of the kill screen. I like that. Okay.
And I mean, when people were doing their tests, I saw some people practicing their level 29. So
yeah. You got to get themselves ready for it. In fact, and some of the people, they say how, you know, one of the questions in the questionnaire was, how do you practice? And some people were saying, I just play in level 29, but we see the trend here, Dog
does go safely this time.
And so above 70% transition for both players on clean fields. And again, as a reminder, 60% is max out pace. What do you think the over and under is going to be, Chris, in terms of how many max out versus max out matches we're going to have here today?
The potential's there for like every matchup to have them at this point. I mean, these are 1.3 million scoring players. So definitely...
Yeah, for Cheez right here, he's got to do a little bit of cleaning. Meanwhile, Dog is just still in optimal play right now. 71% set up for a Tetris. And
Dog gets pulled into the lead, so he's ahead by 52,000 points.
Yeah.
And now 80,000 points. So he's at 726,000 to Cheez's 646.
Yeah, Cheez had to do some cleaning, but there you go. A dirty Tetris there in column number 8. And so he's back on track here for a clean, neutral, stable board here. He just needs to fill something out on... Uh-oh. Okay, but again, this is the advantage of a hyper tapper right there.
He is getting that long bar over and negating that miss drop earlier.
Yeah.
And his board's in good shape. He just needs more long bars.
Oh, there he goes. Boom.
Cheez.
Yeah.
And he's only behind by 55,000 points, so he's managed to fight back the deficit somewhat.
Yeah,
Dog playfield in great shape, though.
They were not giving Cheez the pieces that he needed to clear that out. He needed a T or an S, and he wasn't getting either one of those for a little while. So it created a little awkward situation. But even still, 63%, guess what? Still max out pace. And 66% for Dog right now. So again, like you said, they're still neck and neck here.
Catching up. Yeah, he's only behind by a Tetris now. So yeah, Cheez behind by 20,000 points.
Okay, perfect. That's a burn right there for Dog. Dog trying to slowly burn through. Yeah, there we go. And perfect. Getting some good pieces now. And that's perfect. He's Tetris ready again. And there you go. Boom. Tetris for Dog. Wow.
And Dog, yeah, taking a slight lead now, up 2 Tetrises. Cheez having to dig down, so we could, he's in trouble. He's going to need to get something over to the left.
Oh, we got one.
Barely does. Wow, nice triple there.
Oh, boy.
Such survival skills.
Still alive. And you can see right now, 70,000, now 110,000 lead for Dog. And yeah, Cheez is going to end up topping out. So Dog, you see with a sigh of relief right there, taking this game. And he is pretty much, he's on max out pace. Let's see if he just wants to see how well he can do here. There you go. And this is the kill screen. But as you can see here, he's going to sit here and play. And yeah, he has the max out. And he is just testing himself, making sure he's ready just in case. The players absolutely have the option to do this. Level 30.
Yeah, you're going to see a showcase here of post 29 speed play. Dog can do it.
Crazy.
Wow.
Like I said, this used to be considered the end right here. They called this the kill screen, and it is no longer the case here. Look at this. Level 32. Level 32, 1,072,740 points. We have our first max out here at the Classic Tetris World Championship top 8, courtesy of Dog. Woo!
Yeah,
man.
level 32. Amazing.
With hyper tapping, you're just going faster than the DAS can take you. And because of this new trend of basically all hyper tappers and the speed at which they can hyper tap, they've been able to survive at this level 29 speed. And in fact, wasn't it Joseph now who has the record at level, 36 he got to or so?
Yeah, I haven't been keeping track of it because it keeps changing so rapidly. But
right.
that sounds about right. I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh man, it's really crazy. I mean, can you imagine this? Like, 5 years ago,
that says that Eric got 38.
38. Eric got 38. Oh my god. We're almost at a 39. Can you believe that? We almost have a 39. But here we go. Next match, game number 3, coming up between Cheez and Dog.
Yeah,
this is the rubber band match here.
They're both at 1. Yeah, they're both at 1. But we're in a best of 5 series here, so they can both give a game or two. A game, not 2.
All right. And you can see here right now, Dog with a little less fortunate setup right here. He hasn't gotten a Tetris yet, so he has a Tetris rate of 0 right now because he's just been cleaning since the start. Meanwhile, on Cheez's side, 66% here. But Dog will get that Tetris rate up no problem in no time because it is still so early on.
Yeah, early on, Cheez up by 40,000 points now. 71,000 to Dog's 33,000. So Dog's going to be on the scoreboard here. Boom, Tetris for Dog. Gets on there.
And you can see right now, Cheez having to do a little digging here. Got himself a double there, so that's not even a dirty Tetris. And he's going to be now stable board here. So he's got a stable board ready for the Tetris. Stable board, of course, when they have the well set up to the right and everything is clean.
Yeah, things evened out for Dog. Cheez just with a... But now they're neck and neck.
Yeah. Although you can, actually now, basically, depending on how far ahead one player is over the other.
0-point differential for a second there. Sorry.
Oh, dang. Tetris rate will be your best indicator of who has the lead. If you look at the Tetris rate percentage, it'll tell you, it'll be the most accurate of the true lead situations here. And so right now, 60 versus 50% in Tetris rates.
Yeah, the only exception to that, though, is I would say that since Tetrises are worth more on the higher levels, you could see the scores separate. Like if you make the majority of your Tetrises post 19, then you're going to get a higher score than if you only made them on 18.
True.
So, and the other thing that we needed.
Okay. Sorry about that, little guys out there. Don't. We're good. We're good. Here we go.
Yeah, we still see the games, and
right now 20,000 lead for Dog right now. Dog needs to do something to fill out columns 9 and 8 right now. So he's going to be dropping a bunch of those T pieces on the side. Yep, just like that. And there we go. He's Tetris ready again, and boom, Tetris for Dog. So Cheez also with a clean board as well. Unfortunately gave himself a J requirement on the column 1, but that's going to work out for him perfectly there. Nice pieces there, but again, the pieces aren't luck for them. They're setting themselves up to optimize those situations.
Yeah, definitely the flexibility of the player, and it's sort of like the possibility set of each player. If you see a pattern and being able to accommodate for every possibility, that's the strength of the player there. And both of these players are top notch at that, and we're seeing some great skills exhibited there. And this game is just like the last one, super neck and neck. Like they're just making the same Tetrises with the same line bar pieces when they come, and yeah, they're just back and forth, neck and neck, whatever you want to call it. This is a close match.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be like this the whole entire day. But as you can see right now, basically no lead right now. The scores are virtually tied. 3,000 point differential, and Dog with the lead here in points right now. But you can see 66 versus 64% Tetris rate.
And Dog taking a triple there. He's going to opt to burn some off his roof, so Cheez could pull into the lead with this, because that's more than 4 lines burned there. And Cheez ahead by a Tetris now.
Yep, just by 19,000 points here, so a single Tetris in the lead. And here we go, boom Tetris for Cheez. He's looking for that J piece. He is not getting the J piece. Yeah, so I like him just burning that down right there, playing a little bit safe. Oh, yeah, that was an interesting drop placement right there, but it's gonna work out for him, I think. Yeah, so he just needs the long bar now. How long is he gonna wait for it? Yeah, he's just, where's the long bar? The 13-piece drought. Oh, he's going for the clean. Okay. Where's the long bar again? Well. But he's I like how safe he's playing, but the RNG gods right now. Oh, there it is, and he just covered it up. But he's still alive. There we go. Boom, Tetris. Oh, it wasn't even a Tetris. Oh no, that was
he was developing the 2 wide so he could make that playing up there more survivable. So that was really smart, and he just transferred as well over to column 3.
Yeah, and I just gave out a fraudulent boom. I mean, that is not a good sign here.
Oh,
here we go,
transition. Yeah, with the Tetris on column 3. And
what a dirty Tetris there to put him back into a neutral, stable board. Look at this. Cheez, back
Dog with a slight lead. Okay, yeah, now we're back and forth. That's still neck and neck. Their scores are just right in line with each other, and they're trading blows. Yeah, it's just going back and forth like immediately. There's basically no point difference at this point. Okay, finally Dog pulled into the lead a bit, 39,000 points. Cheez firing back.
Wow, I thought he was going to have to do some burns on that column 9, but actually works out. There you go. Dog continuing the pace, 64% Tetris rate. As I said, 60% is max out pace. And we see right now, Dog's at 64. Cheez experiencing a drought right now. Whoa! No, he's not going to be able to get it over there.
Yeah, that's going to top him out.
And there you go. Dog taking game number 3 to go up 2-1. 8,
and yeah, so Dog 7, is up by 1. This is match point for Dog to take it. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Let's go. Oof. Awkward start here with some S pieces.
Yeah, both players opting to do the same tuck early on.
Yeah.
And both players
some Z's or some T's. Oh my God, there's nothing but S's. And yeah, this is an unfortunate situation for Cheez. The way that he set it up, he's going to go for a column 1 Tetris.
Oh, no. It's a triple. He's going to burn.
There we go. Cheez trying to play a little safely. Wow. I just saw him let go of the controller. He had time to let go of the controller for a second there. That's crazy. God, he's getting the eyepieces. He wasn't counting on having this many eyepieces. Otherwise, he would have used them to go into column 2 and 3. But he kept counting on the fact that there wouldn't be another eyepiece, and they kept coming. He's finally got it cleaned out, but you can see right now, down by a Tetris, 44% rate to the 75% of Dog right now.
Yeah, this is still a pretty close game. Dog's up by like a Tetris and change. And Cheez just needs a long bar to even up the score. There it is.
And Dog also set himself a long bar requirement so he can get the Tetris right away, but another long bar comes and boom, Tetris for Dog. So now he is in great position here, 85% Tetris rate. Meanwhile, Cheez has built himself up to 55% Tetris rate here. Uh-oh, he needs an LJ requirement. Now he needs an L piece.
Yeah.
There you go. And boom, Tetris for Cheez, 57% rate now. Meanwhile, Dog sitting pretty at that 80% rate. 13 years old, Dog. Right now, seeded number 1. Cheez trying to go for the upset here. Oh, he tried to make that adjustment. I saw, Cheez was trying to make that adjustment at the last.
According to the ELO odds, it shows that Dog is a strong favorite with an 86% chance of winning. So when you mention the upset, according to the odds, according to our sheets, that's what it says.
Yep. Of course.
But they've been playing so close. They've been, pretty much neck and neck the whole time.
Right.
But right now, Dog with a 52,000 point lead at 239,000 points to Cheez's 186,000.
Yeah, Dog had to do a little bit of cleaning though. Not much here. You can see he still has a higher Tetris rate. There we go, doing some burning, and boom, Tetris for Dog up to 73%. Cheez still at 56, now to 59%. But remember in game 1, we saw that it was really, a misdrop right there. He tried to tuck that piece into the right spot, but accidentally it looked like he did too early on a rotation there. So he's gonna have to do a little bit of burning here.
Yeah, he did a pretty cool spin too to make that fit.
Never mind about the burning.
Yeah, here's some dynamic play. If you misdrop, then these players also have the skills to get out of it, and that's what we saw just there.
Okay, look at this, and now perfectly got the L piece. Meanwhile, over there, Dog needs a J. He gets it, and boom, Tetris for Dog now, and boom, Tetris for Cheez.
So Dog's still up by 1 Tetris, 258,000 points to Cheez's 324. Still a very close game.
Boom, Tetris for Cheez. So 67%. Look at the Tetris rate that Cheez has built himself up to. He has gotten a misdrop over here, though, so he's going to have to do a little bit more cleaning. So his Tetris rate will drop a little. Is he going to go for it? No, he's just going to go ahead and burn, set himself up back to the neutral board with the well in column 10. So that's what he's working on here. But unfortunately, the S and Z pieces and T pieces, he's not getting the pieces that he needs.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to solve that with the right piece, but didn't come. So now he's kind of dealing with the aftermath of that. Dog doing some burning too. So both players now kind of in a burn phase, slowing down their scores.
Oh boy!
And it's a big drought. Look at that 40 drought over on Dog's side.
Yeah, and that's what Cheez is running into right now. So now that he knows that a drought is coming up, he's just burning out cleanly. He could have tried to hold out for a dirty Tetris. Yeah.
But you could just see the effect on both players' fields having that drought for so long, and it's just wrecked.
Yeah, both of them need to do some Very careful cleaning here. Although at this point in time, Dog looks like, yep, there he goes, neutral board right here. However, Cheez is right there. He just needs an L or a J, and he's got that. And so now he just needs to burn through there. Drop that in there, and there you go. Cheez, clean that out. But as you can see,
Dog is up by 2 Tetrises now. Yeah, 477,000 to 398. So Cheez has a bit of catch up to do.
Yeah, you can see what it's done to their Tetris rates here. Cheez at 49% and Dog at 62%. So Dog is still at max out pace, but Cheez now a little under.
We're almost at transition here. So Dog with the next line clear. He's not in a great port. Okay, he got that cleared and is able to Tetris a couple. Okay, so Dog, yeah, manages to safely navigate to level 19. And so does Cheez. Dog up by 80,000 points now. 529,000 to Cheez's 473,000. So we're off to level 19 speeds.
All right, Tetris ready for both players. Boom Tetris for Dog and Boom Tetris for Cheez. 61 to 52% Tetris rates now. As you said, about a 3 Tetris lead now for Dog, and you can see a little bit of cleanup, but there you go, works out for Cheez. Boom Tetris for Cheez.
And as I've seen in Dog's playing matches past, he gets more aggressive post 19. So we'll see if that lead expands as we go into this. But Cheez is really great at surviving, so that's his strength.
And 73,000 point lead for Dog right now. And Dog needs a square piece or something to drop in there. Finally gets it, and now gets the S piece as well to fill that out perfectly. But he needs something now for column number 9. He hasn't been given any of the right pieces that can burn into column 9 like that. He just got nothing but S's and Z's for a while, and that was really, as a Tetris player, that's frustrating to have to run into.
Oh, Dog's got some things he needs to clear there. Okay, he gets the right piece to be able to burn that off.
And okay, he'll be fine now if he can fill in that hole right there.
And yeah, Cheez had an opportunity to catch up, but he's in his own dig phase here.
Right.
So not able to reduce the deficit. Dog still up by 100,000 points at 749,000 to Cheez's 642,000. So Cheez has to turn on the aggression and start making those Tetrises, and there's the first. Boom Tetris for Cheez.
Yeah, you can see right now that the Tetris rates are narrowing here in terms of who has the lead. Here comes a drought.
Nice dirty Tetris for Cheez there.
Yeah, so, oh man, here we go. The drought is coming up here, and this is a problem now. He needs 2 long bars. Okay, there's one finally. So he needs another one here, and there it is. Boom Tetris for Dog. Nicely done. Dog surviving that.
Ooh, Cheez barely getting that long bar over and able to get that Tetris.
And now he's gonna go for a row 2 dirty Tetris. Boom, there you go.
So yeah, 780,000 points for Cheez to 842, now 877. So Cheez is still behind by 2 Tetrises, and we're about to hit level 29 here. Dog's probably gonna get there first. He's gonna get there.
A misdrop right there by Cheez. This is a problem here, but if he can...
open.
There you go.
Cheez still behind by 2 Tetrises, 60,000 points now. Dog hitting level 29, stops playing, and has a 97,000 point lead. And Cheez hits 1 Tetris. He's got 1 line to give. No, the next line will level 29 him. So he's gonna triple and not get the 50,000 point differential he needed to win that. So Dog is gonna take this match.
Oh man, Cheez, that would have been crazy if we got to see a level 29, attempted to come back right there. It's not gonna happen. Cheez is gonna lose this one by 54,000 points. Dog wins this one 3-1. And again, Dog, 13 years young. And moving on to the next round here at the Classic Tetris World Championships.
Dog, you are a clutch player, let me tell you. After game one, I was a little nervous watching, but then you just brushed it aside like it was absolutely no thing. How were you feeling after losing game one?
One of my goals is to just not get tilted, after a game, because, that's probably one of the most, it's a really important thing to have the correct mindset whenever you're playing, because obviously if you don't, you're just not going to play well. So, Cheez is also, a pretty tough opponent. He played well. Yeah.
So yeah, when you look back at Cheez as an opponent, or even just the field, what do you make of some of your potential opponents as you now move on to the semifinals?
Joseph versus Huff, Joseph is a world champion, and I think he's projected to win, but pretty much all of the matches really can go either way. Just the fact that all of these players are so close in skill is just sort of insane. 2020 is such a big jump.
So this is interesting that you mentioned Joseph, because you could be on a collision course. Of course, there's the storyline of you and your brother as well. But here's the thing. Joseph, in his first year, had one of the most spectacular runs in CTWC history. He beat everybody that needed to be beaten, including Jonas, the reigning champion, the favorite Corion. He beat basically everybody that you would want him to beat to firmly cement himself as a world champion. When you hear that, and now you see yourself in the semifinal, and you're awaiting the winner of that quarterfinal match, how important is it for you to face Joseph, the reigning champion, in order to go to your own championship run?
It's an honor to just play Joseph, just in general, but I've gotten farther than my goal, and honestly, at this point, I just want to have fun and, play the game, and yeah.
Well, that's great. Listen, I'll cut it there, because I know that it's quite possible that I'll be interviewing you one or maybe two more times after you possibly win in the semis and the finals. But best of luck to you for the rest of the way, dog. We'll definitely be watching.
All right. Thank you.